Hi, my name is Scott Tomlinson with Clinical Trials Ontario. In this video, we will look at meetings in CTO Stream, and I'll demonstrate how to view an upcoming or past meeting for your REB, how to navigate the meeting's overview page, and how to view the submissions that have been assigned to a meeting, as well as access the meeting documents, such as the agenda and minutes, how to create a new meeting, and how to assign an application to a meeting that's been created, as well as how to assign an application to a past meeting. To view the list of meetings for your REB, click on the Meetings tile near the top of the Work Area page, or click the Meetings button at the very top of the page on the black bar. Both buttons will take you to the Meetings page. On the Meetings page, you can see all of the upcoming REB meetings within a table, and all of these will be colored yellow. To see the past meetings for your REB, you can click on the Show Past Meetings checkbox, and that will show you all of the past meetings in gray or white colored rows. You can sort by any of the column headers by clicking on the little triangles just to the right of each of those column names. And to open a meeting, you just need to click on the row that contains the name of the meeting that you want to open. When you open the meeting, you come to the meeting overview page. Important information about the meeting is displayed here from under the Details tab. Some examples of the information that you can see are the start date, the end date, and the cutoff date for the meeting. The cutoff date is the date after which no more REB applications can be assigned to this meeting within CTO Stream. To view all of the applications that have been assigned to the meeting, click on the Reviews tab. Important information is shown for each application that's been assigned from within the table under the Reviews tab. You can see the application type, the project title, as well as any assigned reviewers. And you can also see the review reference number for the submission. That's a unique number for each submission, and if you click on that, it'll take you directly to that submission or the submission timeline page for that application. To remove a submission from a meeting, use the Delete button in the far right-hand side of the row that contains the name of the meeting. You can also click on the Attendees tab to view all of the REB members who will be attending this meeting. And you can go to the Documents tab to view the agenda or the minutes that have been uploaded for this meeting. If the meeting agenda or minutes was created using the template within CTO Stream, it'll be available from under the Agenda and Minutes at the top of the page. Or if the REB uses their own template or document, they can upload that to the meeting instead of using the built-in template, and that would be available under Meeting Documents. And that can be downloaded by using the Download button, or if it needed to be replaced, you could use the Delete button and then upload the new version. There's also a History tab, which shows you a complete history of everything that's happened for that meeting, any documents that have been uploaded, or any REB members who have been added as attendees, as well as any applications that have been added or removed to the meeting. The Action menu on the Meeting Overview page allows you to edit the meeting or any of the details for the meeting that has been created. You can also add REB members as attendees to the meeting by using the Add Attendee button, and it also tells you how many REB members have been added. So right now you can see 8 attendees have been added. You can send a message to all of the meeting attendees using the Message Attendees button, and that would send a message to all of the people who have been added as an attendee. And if you are using the minutes and agenda templates that are available within CTO Stream that we looked at under the Documents tab earlier, you could also include those agenda and minutes in the message that you send out. You also see an Assign Review button here with the number 2 to show that there's been 2 submissions assigned to this meeting. One very important thing to note is that you should never use the Assign Review button to add a new submission to this REB meeting. I will take a look at how you can assign a submission to a meeting just a little bit later on in this video. To create a new meeting, we need to go back to the Meetings page. We can get there at any time by clicking the Meetings button at the top of the page on the black bar. To create the new meeting, we can click the Create Meeting button that we see underneath the Actions menu on the left side of the page. When you're creating the meeting, you need to fill out all of the mandatory fields that are marked with an asterisk. The cutoff date is the date after which no further applications can be assigned to this meeting in CTO Stream. By default, this date will match the start date so that applications can be assigned to this meeting right up till the time that meeting is set to begin. We recommend that you leave the cutoff date as matching the start date so that you're not blocked from assigning submissions to this meeting within CTO Stream at the last minute if you need to do that. Once you've entered all of the mandatory fields, you can click the Save button at the top of the pop-up window to create the meeting. To delete a meeting, you can use the Delete Meeting button that you see under the Actions menu on the left side. You can only delete meetings that do not have any reviews assigned. Any meetings that have reviews are not able to be deleted. You don't have the checkbox to select that meeting. To delete a meeting, you just need to select that meeting or the checkbox for that meeting and then click the Delete button at the bottom of the page. In order to assign a submission to a meeting, full board review must be the level of review that was selected for that submission on the previous step of the workflow. You can tell that full board review was selected as the review type when the current status of the form appears as full board review on the submission timeline page. When this happens, you will see the Assign to Meeting button available under the Action menu on the left-hand side of the page. Use this button to assign this application to the meeting. When you click on the button, you'll need to select the meeting from the drop-down menu on the page. And then you can click the Assign to Meeting button and then confirm. Now you'll be able to see the meeting that this submission was assigned to on the submission timeline page. You can only assign an application to a meeting if the start date for that meeting is a date that is in the future. Sometimes when the REB is assigning the submissions to a meeting after the meeting has taken place, they may not see that meeting in the list of meetings available to assign the application to. When this happens, you'll need to go to the Meetings page to edit that past meeting and temporarily change the start date to a time in the future so that you can assign the application to that meeting. So you'll need to show the past meetings, open that past meeting, and then click on the Edit Meeting button. Edit the start date for that meeting to a date that's in the future. And then you can also edit the cutoff date to a date in the future as well. Then you'll need to save that. And now, when you go back to the application, that meeting does now appear in the list of meetings that you have available. Once you've assigned the application to the past meeting, you'll need to go back to the Meetings page and edit the meeting start date back to the original time that it occurred. You can do this by going back to that meeting and then editing the meeting again and changing the start date back to what it was before you changed it. Thanks for watching the video. If you have any questions about CTO Stream or are having any technical issues, visit support.ctontario.ca to submit a Helpdesk ticket. You can visit ctontario.ca for more video tutorials, user guides, quick guides, and tip sheets.